Well, welcome back to where antiquity. I always mess that up. Well, welcome back to where antiquity. Welcome back to where Antiquity Whispers. I've got to think of a simpler title, I think, for this. So, welcome back to where Antiquity Whispers. This image is titled "The Cat Who Stole the Sunrise Throne." So this image was shot in Lindos back in October. This trip, I think, was my 10th time in Rhodes, and I've been to Lindos many times. I've actually photographed this same little chapel 2 or 3 times. I've got images of it, but from a bit further back. And so I decided I wanted to go and get some closer images of the chapel, partly because it's in such a beautiful location. You've got this whitewashed chapel, and obviously the village is very much like that. It's all whitewashed buildings, and you've got the little cobbled street going down towards the sea, and in the background you can see the Aegean, and you can see the mountains behind. And I knew at sunrise it would create a great image to shoot. So got there with my daughter and started to set up. Unfortunately, my tripod decided to fall apart, so I had to quickly try and fix that or bodge it and get the camera set up. And while we were doing that, my daughter, who's with me, noticed that there was a cat sat on top of the chapel on the roof, looking and watching the sunrise, just like we were going to do. Totally chilled out, and it made me smile because previously, when I'd photographed the chapel from a little bit further back, I was going through the images. Sometimes I'll just explain. Sometimes when I do these shoots, I come back, I'll archive them and back them up and make sure they're all safe. And I might process some of them, and I'll go through them and just sort of delete anything that I don't really need. And sometimes I'll leave some of them and come back to them. And this image I'd left for a couple of months, maybe longer, before coming back to process it. And when I was processing the images, I noticed something that I hadn't noticed when I was shooting, and that was this bird sat in exactly the same spot where the cat was sat on top of the chapel roof. So hence why I called this picture "The Cat Who Stole the Sunrise Throne," because it seems to be a very popular spot with the local wildlife to enjoy the sunrise. So that made me smile. So anyway, we managed to capture this beautiful image of the chapel and everything. And you know, this is not an unusual thing, because when I was in Zakynthos, I was photographing this place on the beach called the Bridge of Argosy. It was out at the resort of Argosy, and there's this Venetian bridge that is in the sea. It obviously was in part of a river many centuries or whatever ago, and now it's still intact. Obviously it's not complete, but it's still in pretty good nick. And when I was setting up and waiting for the light, a bird came into shot and it flew and sat perched on a rock. And again, it just sat there very still for the duration I was there, maybe 15-20 minutes, watching the sunrise. So it's not unusual for this to happen. And it just goes to show, and there was another, actually I've just thought of another one. There's the picture I did called "Welcoming a New Dawn." It's a picture at St. Paul's Gate in Rhodes Old Town with the sunrise and this beautiful old gate to the Old Town. And a cat came in then, and it sat on the wall right in my shot, and it was watching the sunrise. And so these animals are obviously very much, connected with these locations as much as I am, and enjoy watching the sunrise. So it turned out to be another bonus for this beautiful image. you.